Sagittarians. So please make sure to get the book on Amazon or BarnesandNoble.com. Link will be in the description box below as usual. So comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. So let's get into it. I am available to do personal readings today. You can contact me through my email, which is in the description box below, as well as the prices. So let's get into it. So you have the Death card, King of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Page of Wands, High Priestess, Four of Swords, the Lovers, Ten of Swords, Judgment, and last but not least, we have the Five of Wands. So what I'm seeing here for the Sagittarius, nothing that really represents Sagittarius as far as major arcana, but you do have wand cards, right? The Death card, King of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Some of you Sagittarians may want to create a relationship with someone else. Excuse me, yourselves first. Taking a break from being in a relationship. Ace of Wands, kind of, you know, reviewing a relationship, even though you and this person broke up. But you understand the Death card, right? You understand that there needs to be an end to this relationship, that you more than likely have already put an end to it. I'm probably just, the top row is me just probably going over what you've already done. The Page of Wands is the two of you are no longer in a relationship and you have some free time as your Sagittarius selves to review the situation at hand and what happened. The High Priestess, oh yeah, the Judgment does represent fire card. But the High Priestess represents the differences that drew the two of you apart. And the differences that drew, unfortunately, the two of you apart is actually lesser than the similarities that brought y'all two together. What happened is that the two of y'all just made minor differences or minor delineations or minor contrasts, but the two of you actually may have had more things in common than you did apart or contrastingly. So the things that the Four of Swords represents, you know, since the two of y'all stopped hanging out with each other, right, you have the Four of Swords, the Lovers, and the Ten of Swords, which goes to show you I can't make this stuff up. This is so crazy, right? From left to right. This is so crazy because the Four of Swords is this person, you know, kind of thinking about this relationship and looking and learning and, you know what I mean, and just kind of, you know, reviewing this relationship about how the two of y'all are taking some form of a break and why the break is necessary for the two of you to have, right? And the thing is that then you have the Lovers, which stands in between the two of you, right? And then you have the Ten of Swords, right, which represents you. So the Lovers stand in the middle, right, or the love the two of you have for each other stands in the middle. That's at jeopardy. So it's bonkers. And then you have the Four of Swords, which represents them kind of thinking about if they really want this relationship to really work with you. And then you have the Ten of Swords, which represents you're thinking about if this relationship really is going to work out with this person in the long run. So the two, okay, so now we have more confirmation. The two of y'all are taking a break. It's not necessarily a breakup per se, as of right now. The Judgment and the Five of Swords can represent that disagreement that the two of you may have had, right? Okay, I'm getting it. So the Judgment represents the decision that's made, and the Five of Swords represents the two of you deciding to actually break up. Okay, I'm getting it. So But why though? Let's clarify that. Clarify the Five of Wands. Clarify the Five of Wands. Clarify the Five of Wands. You have the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, excuse me, and the Five of Swords. So, to clarify the Five of Wands, the Queen of Swords, you might have been a little bit too suspicious of them. You might have thought they were cheating. You might have thought that they wasn't necessarily trying to stick around for the long haul. This could also represent you being a little bit too critical of them and wondering where they are, okay? Excuse me. The Ace of Pentacles can represent, yeah, there was a lot of potential there, but the Five of Swords reared its ugly head, which represents what they did. So this is about them trying to use too much games. So, like I said, I'm getting it. So the relationship could have had potential if the other person was more honest, right, about what they wanted. But the Five of Swords represents, even though the Ace of Pentacles represents the potential that the two of you have had, this person was more interested in playing games, which had you become much more suspicious of who they are, where they were hanging out with, or how much they actually wanted to be in this relationship with you, which is what ultimately broke the relationship up in the first place. Let's clarify the Lovers. Let's clarify the Lovers. You have the King of Pentacles, you have the Hierophant, and then you have the Seven of Cups. So you already have the King of Pentacles, as you can see here. Excuse me. You already have the King of Pentacles. No, I'm not sick. So the King of Pentacles, Hierophant, and the Seven of Cups represent how a lot of you Sagittarians took a long time to be in a relationship with them in the first place, right? Or it took some time. No, excuse me. No, because I'm getting it. Yeah, okay. So you rushed into the relationship with this person, and you realize that you should have taken much more of your time to actually get to know the person better. But you still have much more choices. You know, you just ran into a relationship way too quickly without paying attention to the details, which is why Virgo comes into Virgo's prominence, is because Virgo does pay attention to the details. If you Sagittarians want to find better quality love, you have to learn how to pay attention to the details. Stop ignoring when people are showing you obvious red flags and you really miss it. So, you know, that's pretty much it for now. You know what I mean? Depending on what we get next, you know, as I said, you'll continue to learn from these. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. Peace. Appreciate it.